Ocelescope is an open-source web framework for object-centric process mining, built to make OCPM research tools easier to build, share, and reuse. It runs locally using Docker. You can find instructions to get it running on the project site. Once your container is running, you'll find the tool in the browser. You can start, for example, by loading any Ocel 2.0 or an XCS file. You can inspect the data in the log overview, where you get some general stats, some information about the event and object attributes and their values, and the activities and object types and their frequencies. If you want to know more about your Ocel, you can use the bundled Ocelot module that gives you information about the attributes and relations on instance level and on type level. Another base functionality is log filtering. Currently, Ocelescope offers 7 ways of reducing an event log by removing specific events or objects. You can filter by type, by time, by the values of specific event and object attributes, and the number of relations an instance is involved in. You can then carry a filtered or an unfiltered log into discovery. Currently, the base tool has 2 native discovery algorithms. You can discover an OCDFG or an OCPN, both using the PM4Pi implementation. However, if you have loaded a plugin that contains a discovery approach, you can also use those in this view. To make discovery interactive, you can of course change the discovery specific parameters in here, or use the ad hoc filters that we added. If you have a model that you like, you can export it, but you can also save it to the session. The resource view shows all logs and resources of the session, and they can be shared across the base tool, plugins, and modules. You can also export them from here. And naturally, you can also import previously exported ones. Now, of course, you can also view them here if you want. You can create such resources yourself via plugins. Plugins are the main extensibility feature of Ocelescope. They can be downloaded via the plugin library and then simply be dragged and dropped into the tool. Every plugin can contain 1 or more plugin methods, each of which follows a simple input-output structure. You just pass the resources and/or parameters you require for your method, hit submit, and then you get a resource back with the output. This can be saved as JSON Ocelescope, or you can save it to the session. The cool thing about plugins is that they are entirely written in Python. Ocelescope builds the front end for you. Let's take a look at this for the Totem plugin. Using the Ocelescope library, the Totem plugin has a label, description, and version, as can be seen in the plugin overview. It consists of a single plugin method, where the inputs are specified in the function signature, an Ocel, and an input field with a default value of 0.9 for the support threshold. We see that these inputs are then used to create a totem graph. This totem graph is an Ocelescope resource, inherits from the Ocelescope resource, has a visualize method that returns an Ocelescope graph. If you're interested in plugin development, find a detailed guide on the project site.